3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 1032. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, you can do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. So I just saw the number 111 on the timer, which is about trusting yourself. Sometimes it can be a sign or a message for me to trust myself. So your intuition could be trying to guide you somewhere. Maybe there's some sort of specific decision you feel called to make, or some specific action you feel called to take. Definitely pay attention to what your inner voice is telling you. It may even help to meditate or spend some time in the silence or the stillness so that way your inner voice becomes louder. Maybe there's an opportunity here for you to really connect with yourself and your gut, your intuition. Getting into interpreting the number 1032, starting with the number 1, as we just said, the number is about trusting yourself, so that's just further confirmation of that message. The number 0 is about cycles. It can be about healing cycles. Maybe there are some patterns that you are noticing, either within yourself, the way that you're thinking, feeling, or believing, or a situation outside of yourself, or many situations that appear to be connected, even if indirectly, even if more spiritually and energetically. This number can also be a reminder that the journey with yourself is always running parallel to every other journey in your life, every other relationship, every other project, job. And it's really important to know when to put yourself first and to focus on that journey with yourself and building a stronger, healthier relationship with yourself, or maintaining a strong and healthy relationship with yourself. The number 3 can be about quite a few things, unironically. The first thing is communication and self-expression. So maybe there is something here that is important for you to be honest with yourself about, or with others about, or maybe you feel called to express yourself in some sort of creative or artistic way. Maybe your intuition, or you have visions that would be best expressed through art. The last number, the number 2, can also be about quite a few things. Well, actually, I didn't even finish interpreting the number 3. I did that in the last reading too. And so I feel like there's a real focus here on using your voice. It feels like it's important to express yourself honestly and authentically, either to yourself or somebody else, or both. This number can also be about healing and growing as a person, as a soul. And it can also, the last way that I interpreted, be about some sort of commitment, especially the commitment that you should have to yourself and your well-being, which I perceive as self-respect, respecting your needs, your desires, your thoughts, your own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs by showing up, embodying them, Now moving on to the number 2. This number can be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation that you have on your mind while watching this reading, if it's come up to this point. It can be about finding inner balance and inner peace. Maybe there's something here that you need to work through mentally and emotionally, or something that you need to allow yourself to find closure and acceptance for. And the last way that I interpret the number 2 is your choices and prioritizing what means the most to you. You should be up there with what means the most to you in terms of what you're prioritizing. I'm really feeling that maybe there's a relationship or a situation where it's important for you to speak up, to put yourself first and protect yourself. Maybe there is an important boundary or two that need to be set. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 3 is 4, plus 2, which I did just see 2 on the timer. It's 6. 1, 4. Yeah, 6, which is about a choice between self-love and self-destruction. I find it interesting that I just saw the number 2 on the timer, and I did mention how it's about choices and prioritizing what means the most to you, including yourself. And I just get this strong feeling that there is an opportunity here for you to make a choice between self-love and self-destruction. And of course, you are encouraged to make the decision that is about loving yourself rather than hating or destroying or disrespecting yourself. It does feel like you should give yourself permission to choose yourself. Moving into the cards, I'm going to start with drawing out a couple of cards from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get more specifics, more details about what these numbers are about. Trusting yourself, knowing when to put yourself in the relationship that you have with yourself first, using your voice, healing, growing, committing, making a choice, an important choice, choosing peace, inner peace, over chaos and inner conflict. What are all of these messages about? What really needs some attention here? Let me get a drink of water before I finish pulling a card. Something could be holding you back from using your voice, and I feel like it's really important for you to look at and identify what that is so you can let it go or remove that blockage, because you deserve to be heard. You deserve to put yourself first just as much as anybody else. Wow. You have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This card really is about freedom. Freedom from your mind, your own fear. This card in reverse for me is about finding a way out mentally and emotionally. This is about finding answers, and closure, and direction. I do think there is fear in this energy, or there was fear. And you either learned something from this fear, or there is an opportunity to learn something from the fear. It does feel like there is something that you're being called to break yourself free from, or that you have already broken free from. I'm getting the phrase free falling. And now I'm being reminded of one of these cards that I wrote myself that says something about trusting that the universe will catch you when you fall. So maybe it's risky. It feels like to stand up for yourself. Maybe it feels like it might lead to instability. And that can definitely be scary. So again, what is your fear trying to teach you? What is it trying to show you? Is it trying to show you ways to protect yourself, or ways to keep yourself small and feeling stuck? The number 8 is about loss and trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. You can trust that the universe will catch you when you fall or take some sort of leap of faith. Let's go ahead and pull this next and final card from this deck. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of dissatisfaction. It really does feel like there's a situation that has run its course, whether it's a relationship or just something else. Number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. I find the combination of the number 8 and the number 9 very interesting because the messages kind of go hand in hand. The number 8 is about loss, trusting that what is lost will be replaced. Number 9 is about helping the world release what no longer works. So I feel like whatever loss you could experience or are experiencing, it's much bigger than you. You're definitely not alone. And I do think that this will impact people around you. If you resonate with having relevant people around you, that feels more like confirmation, like you would already know that this could impact other people. And I feel that it could impact people for better or for worse, and you kind of get to choose. And I think what's going to have the best impact is choosing self-love. Even if it seems scary and unfavorable at first, it's important to remember that change takes time. Reaping what you sow takes time. I'm getting the message of trusting the process. I said it in the last reading or the one before that, the message about trusting the process. And I'm really getting this feeling that trust is difficult. Trusting that you're going to be okay, that this isn't a reflection of your worth and what you actually deserve. You know, the loss as a result of standing up for yourself. Trusting that you are safe. Because you are powerful. You are capable. Now, I really, really want to make it clear here that it's very, 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 very important that you listen to your fear. I'm being reminded of this reader who has a slip of paper that says, "I'm grateful for my fears." So it's very possible for someone that your fear is trying to protect you and you should listen to it. But for others of you, it's also very possible that your fear is just trying to limit you and you're not in real danger. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a deck of cards from these cards and then shuffling one card out of that deck. Starting to feel one I feel drawn to. Just trying to figure out which one it is. Is it this one or this one? I think it's this one. The 10 of Pentacles. Number 10 is a reminder that your spirit guides are near, ready and willing to support you and guide you spiritually. You are not alone in this, and you don't have to navigate this alone. I really encourage you to pay attention to signs and messages and synchronicities and all of that stuff, all of the spiritual communication. And I'm seeing the Tuning and Connect card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle deck that I have. So it feels like in particular your ancestors are trying to connect with you and communicate with you to help find the way out and walk away from someone or something. This 10 of Pentacles says legacy, inheritance, culmination of life's journeys, fulfillment, hard work, and path full of joy. This is material success, long-term material success. And I think when you walk away, this is where you're headed. Whether it's a path that you're already on or something that you choose. This could be about financial independence. I could be talking to someone who's younger. But no matter who I'm talking to, I really, really want you to know and to trust that there is a way out, and the answer lies in understanding your fear and not closing yourself off from opportunity just because fear is there. Because sometimes when our fear is trying to limit us, the best thing we can do for ourselves is have courage or focus on better possibilities. So overall, as I've already made it clear, there's something here about freeing yourself and letting go of a relationship or a situation that is emotionally draining. I feel like maybe it would have been better for you to walk away sooner, but also don't beat yourself up for that, because we all deserve space, room, and time to grow and to make mistakes. If you resonate with, staying longer being a mistake. I'm personally someone who doesn't like to live with regret, because I think it's a distraction. We could either choose to feel sorrowful and pity ourselves, or we can focus on what there is to learn, what there is to gain from our mistakes. We can choose to disempower or empower ourselves. And of course, you are encouraged to empower yourself and to do what you need to do to find long-term financial stability. And if, for somebody out there, even to find a family, blood related or not, just people or a partner who genuinely cares about your safety and the fact that you deserve to thrive and not just survive. And I just now saw the number 333 on the timer. As we already talked about, communication, self-expression, healing, growing, and making a commitment. And I'm going to leave you to decide which one stands out the most to you. Except that I will say that it's very clear here that you deserve to have a voice and you deserve to be heard. And maybe recognizing and embracing that is going to be healing, and it's going to help you grow. And it's going to make it easier to commit to not only yourself, better, but just anyone or anything outside of yourself that you care about, that you want to invest in long term. I am noticing 8, 9, 10, which to me is a huge sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. You are in the situation that you're in for a reason. There's a lot to learn, and the lessons can be used to your benefit, potentially even financially. You're feeling dissatisfied for a reason. I think it's because you know that you deserve better, and you deserve real freedom.